Okay, so because we're family, right? This one came via the great AJ Fruman, right? And whenever she hits, you take note, right? Because she, you know what I mean? She is got that innate ability to find real gems, right? Real good films. So yeah, she hit me up, and of course, I listened, and yeah, I enjoyed this one. You know, it is directed by Christine Nyhart, Kaplan, and Angela Stern. Angela also wrote the film. It is produced by, um, yeah, basically, Christine Nyhart Kaplan, Angela Stern, Alicia Rowan Beck, and Tyler Meredith. It's executive produced by Matthew Helderman and Luke Taylor. Robert Berger took care of the music. Eric Macy is on cinematography. Michael Ward edits the piece, and Doug Haley was down with the casting. All right. So, our cast, we have got um Christine Nightheart Kaplan. She plays Courtney. Her sister, Belinda, is played by Angela Stern, and their brother Dallas is played by Josh Drennen. Right? Courtney's husband, Peter, is played by C. Thomas Howell. Um, oh, yes, Dallas has a daughter called Jessica, played by Seren Stern. And Courtney's got two kids, Victor, played by Victor Wells, and Declan, played by Milana Stern. Right. There is Mitchell, the funeral home director, played by Tyler Meredith. His receptionist is played by Alicia Rowanbeck. Yeah, that's the cast. Oh, the car driver is played by June Essler, right? Yeah, that's everyone. Now, the gist of the film: after the sudden passing of their mother, the Pereira family siblings come together after more than a year of separation. The youngest, Belinda, convinces the others to witness their mother's cremation. The family spends the holidays fighting over what to do with mum's ashes. So, yes. Now, this is actually based on a stage play, right? That Stern wrote called Mamas Eggnog, right? And you'd be like, Mama's Eggnog? What? That's a weird name. It will make sense. Trust me, it will make sense. I've never been a fan of eggnog. Eggnog is like, ah, creamy, weird egg, like, it's such a bizarre drink. And you only drink it one time a year. So is it really that good? If it's that good, people would be having eggnog all year round. They'd be like, yes, it's not, but fuck it. I want some eggnog. But they don't. They don't. So beg, I beg to say eggnog is foul. People are only drinking it because they feel it's tradition. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, this is a great film. I enjoyed this film. It's one of those slice of life kind of dramas, right? Because we're watching the interaction of this family, coming together after this loss. There's estrangement. There's those, what I mean, that infighting, but everyone loves each other. But it's just like no one really knows how to fully show it. You know what I mean? And I think it's just handled really well, right? Just from those little things, like at the beginning, we have Dallas and Courtney in the car, right? They're going to the cremation center. That's not crematorium. Yes, it's called a crematorium, isn't it? Yeah, they're going to the crematorium, and Courtney gets out the car and does that beep beep. You know what I mean? She locks the car, but Dallas is still in the car. So he gets out and the alarm goes off, and he's just like, yo, what? What are you doing? You know? And then she's like, oh yeah, sorry, sorry, sorry. And when she walks in the door and just lets the door like slam in Dallas's face. Right? It's a glass door. So you just see his expression, like, did you really just let the door slap? Wait, where's your fucking manners? Open the door, right? And it's just that that little scene was a perfect way to show the relationship, right? To show this kind of sibling situation. And they don't hate each other, but what I mean is it's that where I think sometimes, what I mean, you think, okay, I need to do this, right? It's decent to hold the door for someone. I should say hello, I should act like this. When it comes to siblings and family, people are just like, fuck them. Like, you know what I mean? Like all of that other stuff goes out the window. So I thought those were just really great moments of just without saying it, without saying anything, like drawing attention, just showing the relationship. We see it in the way like when Belinda turns up, we have she's calm and they're in the room and Dallas is standing by the wall, and it's just always standing there, right? Like looking and just that kind of like, okay, right, let's get it started. You know what I mean? It just it just spoke volumes. You know what I mean? Just those little things. I think you can have a great script, you can have the best actors, but if you don't get the nuances right, there's no connective tissue to your film, and those things really showed it. It was great, right? All those interactions, it felt like a family. Felt like I mean, I guess, in a way it was because the kids are, Angela's kids, right? Which I imagine definitely helps, right? But just all of those little instances, the situations with Mitchell, I mean, just the disdain of the receptionist at the crematorium, you know what I mean? Just like, it's hot. I have no energy for this. Just, yeah, the sign. Look at the sign. Just go, right? There's all of that. All of that just works really well. And I will say, right, I really liked at the very start of this film the way huh, because at the end of the film we call them credits. Do we call them credits at the beginning? I don't even know. I've never really thought about that. But right, because we're going into a crematorium, you know what I mean? So we're seeing all of these little slot things where I guess the ashes are, and it's plaques, right? There's plaques with people's names. So they put everyone's name on a plaque, as it were, right? So you've got the directors, the writers, the producers, just all of this on these plaques, which I thought was that's a great little aesthetic move. That works really well, and it makes it feel like it's part of the film, right? It doesn't feel like this thing superimposed right? Creating this separation between you and then this movie that we're trying to get into. Yeah, I thought that was great. But boy, you know what I mean? But just seeing your name on a on a you know what I mean? A headstone, as it were, must feel a bit weird, right? Must feel a bit ominous. Be like, oh no. But yeah, all of these things work, and yeah, just that infighting, right? The situations with Mitchell and oh my god. My mind just Belinda. My mind just went blank for a second. Yeah. When we see Mitchell, not Mitch, Mitchell with Belinda, right? Even the Mitchell Mitch thing, right? Just that, right? And the discussions around that. Like, he's called Mitchell. Like, so pretentious. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, just those conversations, it all felt very realistic. You know, you didn't watch this and be like, "Ah, no one acts like that. No one talks like that." No, it just felt so natural. So natural, right? You know what this really did kind of remind me of? There's a there's a film by Noah Baumbach which I struggle to pronounce. I think it's the Meyerowitz stories, right? You know the one, the Meyerowitz stories. I believe it's on Netflix. But it's a great film, man. It's got what Adam Son no Ben Ben, yeah, I'm just bruh. Ben Stiller, Adam Sandler, Dustin Hoffman, Emma Thompson. They're all in it, and it's great. It's really, I mean, it's Noah Baumbach, man. All these films are pretty good. You know, there's not many misses when it comes to Baumbach, right? So it reminded me of that, but just the vibe of this film is kind of, there are some Bowen back kind of tendencies here, right? It makes you feel like that. So if you enjoyed that film, yeah, I think you would enjoy yeah, because we're family for sure, right? Another one that jumped to mind watching this was I think it's Somewhere, right? Somewhere from Sophie Capella. What I can't remember if it was her directorial debut. It was an definitely a first or second film. Yeah. So those are the two films that really jumped to mind when watching this, right? Because stuff is happening. It's not this crazy story or anything like that, but it's just this kind of you know, family thing, this situation that many people will find themselves in and dealing with. And it's just like, boy, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Where are we going to bury her? Right? When should we do all of this? Oh, they want to do that. They want to do this. Bum, bum, bum. Just, yeah, it just works. All of those dynamics and everything like that. So yeah, people, definitely, if you get the opportunity, this is for sure one to see. Just the cast are superb. The cast are superb, right? They make you believe in these characters, you know, and just all of these elements, right? As I said, it's the nuances, but the camera work for these scenes, right? Capturing, you know, everything. Because there's some people that might have cut away, right? So you don't get Dallas's expression in the door, you know? And that scene works so well because we get Dallas's expression, right? So yeah, for a feature directorial debut, you wouldn't guess it. You wouldn't guess it. This feels seasoned, and it's yeah, It's definitely good. It's definitely good. So, people, people, I definitely recommend that you check this one out, right? I don't actually have the release information. I believe it is dropping soon, but I will put it on the website, people. So yeah, the film's Instagram and webpage and all of that is there. So you'll find it there for sure, for sure. But definitely, definitely, because we're family, it's well worth the watch. So go check it out. Okay.